EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Tatum. Open man is Hill. He's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Tatum. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tatum. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Bengals grab it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 39-yard line.
carry for Mack. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 34. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Raiders nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On 1st and 10, Tatum. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tatum, that's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Lindsey, the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Raiders nothing.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
To throw on second down. Tatum got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. This is something that we saw quite a bit in Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Tatum. And that will be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And I think the ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
3rd and 2, Newton. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bosa's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on 3rd and long. Tatum. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On 1st down, Tatum. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
From the gun, Tatum. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
At the 49-yard line.
To throw on 3rd down, Tatum. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Newton. He completes this one to Mack. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his 1st catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Bengals' 18-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tatum, his throw caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Tatum flush to his right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Tatum toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 95 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Flushed out right. Scramble at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Tatum. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Tatum. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up third down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On the ground, it's Mack. He can't get him down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Tatum looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the gun, Tatum. Steps away to his left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Raiders 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's across for a touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about coaches that give him, but how about the corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Bengal 1st down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bengals, they close out this first